The United Kingdom wants to introduce a new technology because cryptocurrency is essentially threatening the framework that a large part of the world's governments operate on. The government has power being taken away from them right now, and this is the only way they can really go ahead and take it back. Now, what is it that they're doing? They want to introduce a CBDC, also known as a central bank digital currency. And in this video, we're going to talk about why that is. Smash the like button, let's get into the video. The brand new Prime Minister of the United Kingdom very recently came forward and said, a bunch of things. So we're going to go ahead and hear what he has to say here and why this potentially could pose a problem to the global economy and people's right of freedom.
Today, I'm proud to say that under the UK's presidency, the group of the world's 7 most advanced economies, the G7, is launching a set of public policy principles for retail central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Central bank digital currencies could be a digital version of money, a bit like a digital banknote that could be used alongside physical notes and coins. Unlike most of the digital money people use daily today, it would be issued directly by a central bank, like the Bank of England in the UK. And governments and central banks across the world are working together, looking into what having a digital currency might mean in practice.
So obviously there was a lot that was said here, and he dresses it up very nicely, just as any politician might. Now, you might be wondering, based off of what he said, what is potentially wrong with a CBDC or a central bank digital currency? Well, there's a number of things. Right now, central bank digital currencies are obviously in direct competition with cryptocurrency, and not everyone watching this video might care about cryptocurrency, but crypto stands for something completely different than what CBDCs do. Central bank digital currencies are exactly what they sound like. They are centralized, meaning that they are fully controlled by a governing body, and with that, your privacy is completely at risk. Now, this graphic right here actually very accurately represents what I am trying to say here. So let's just go ahead and read through a lot of the main points here. Banks have full control over every penny that you own, right? Central bank digital currency, because it is digital, it is fully controllable, meaning that if you have not paid something, they can just turn off your power if you haven't paid a bill, etc. Vulnerability to state and foreign actors, social credit scores, every transaction is documented, access to your money can be turned off at any moment, like I mentioned, frozen funds, centralization, which is once again a government having 100% say over how and what you do with your income. All your movements and actions are traceable, zero anonymity, cybersecurity attacks, which is going to be a really big one, and zero privacy. Now, I think that to a certain extent, we all enjoy having privacy, and a CBDC essentially strips that away from all of us. And the only thing that we're really getting out of this is convenience, but that very same convenience factor is something that a lot of cryptocurrencies actually offer right now without taking all of these other things away from you. It is not in the best interest of the people to have a government having full oversight over every little thing that you do and implementing social credit scores amongst many other things to start controlling your lives. Cryptocurrency, on the other hand, is decentralized, which is the opposite of centralization. It allows you to have the full freedom to do what you want with your funds, with nobody looking over your shoulder at every little thing that you do, and then you'll have anonymity, which is also a really nice thing. I don't think any of us want somebody breathing down our necks. It's very uncomfortable, and all of this is threatened by a CBDC. But the UK is not the only country planning to go ahead and implement this. If you guys didn't know, the United Kingdom is the leader of the G7 summit, and the G7 summit is where all of the world's most advanced economies come together and speak. And on this summit, the United States is included, Canada, Germany, the UK, Italy, amongst a couple other countries. Japan is also one of those countries that is there as well, right? And obviously, all of these countries, if they're going ahead and implementing a CBDC, that's going to be very influential on a global scale, especially the United States of America, which is the world's leading GDP across the globe. And that is a scary world to live in, because if you look at China and the way that their social credit score currently works and all the oversight that their government has and all the control that their government has over their people, that is definitely not a world that I think any of us want to live in. So, what's a good alternative solution to central bank digital currencies? Well, it's nothing else than cryptocurrency. You look at Bitcoin, you look at a lot of these other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, amongst many others, they're a lot more decentralized and your privacy is actually secured by using them, and you still get that same level of convenience that you would expect with what this central bank digital currency is proposing here. So naturally, I had to say something about this. And what I will say, most of Twitter at least is definitely against a CBDC. Some people going as far as to say that CBDCs are economic enslavement. And I think to a certain degree they are. If you don't have any say over how your money is used, and if you miss a bill or you don't do something that the government agrees with, them being able to completely freeze your funds, I think that definitely is some form of enslavement. They're essentially taking all of your rights away from you, and I don't think that we should stand for this. So if you stand against this, and this is something that you do not want to have, the best way to push that message out there is to smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so YouTube promotes this all across the entirety of crypto, of finance, of political type content, so we can make sure that this is not something that we have to worry about in the future. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.